But we begin with our top story this hour, the go-ahead for a second COVID-19 vaccine. Last night, the Food and Drug Administration granted emergency authorization to Moderna's vaccine. An initial batch of 6 million doses will begin shipping out this weekend. Moderna says it hopes to make up to 100 million doses available in the U.S. by March. It comes 1 week after the approval of Pfizer's vaccine, which is already being administered. Errol Barnett was the first to report that some vials of the Pfizer vaccine contained extra doses. That was enough to vaccinate even more healthcare workers and staff at one Cleveland hospital.
This was the moment Cleveland's Metro Health Hospital had been desperately waiting for, with Lieutenant Delmar Henderson escorting the first batch of Pfizer's vaccine. Once thawed and mixed with a saline solution, they were ready to begin vaccinations. Critical care doctor Sherry Williams was first in line. She's still witnessing the painful impact of the country's worst pandemic in a century.
When is the last time you lost a patient to COVID?
Yesterday and this morning.
And what toll does that take on you guys?
It's exhausting and it's heartbreaking, quite honestly. It's heartbreaking. Young people, old people, people that I'm just now meeting and watching their families be devastated.
Families like that of nurse David Belak, who works in the COVID wing.
My grandfather, he ended up passing in July from complications related to COVID.
His grandfather was being treated on Belak's floor while he was slipping away.
Not even my grandmother wasn't able to see him. I mean, they were able to Zoom call, but it's not the same thing.
What's striking to me is that every person we've spoken to who has received the vaccine has either lost someone to the pandemic or there's a relative they desperately want to see. But there is a sense that this could be a real turning point, and there's so much optimism because of it.
You know, this is what we've all been looking for and hoping for.
Hope was amplified as CBS News witnessed Dr. Brooke Watts and her team trying to confirm something totally unexpected.
Each vial was meant to be was originally labeled for 5 doses. There are 6 full doses in each vial, at least.
This means hundreds more doctors, nurses, and support staff here, like custodians and police officers, can get inoculated. Folks like Lieutenant Henderson, whose own family had doubts.
Do you understand their reluctance?
Yes, I understand because I was on the fence myself.
Recent surveys show Black Americans are less likely than other groups to want the vaccine, although trust overall is increasing. But Henderson, a former Marine, changed his mind when...
My father said that's the right thing to do. I've been serving my country my entire life, so what better way to serve my country and my community than this stage right here and receive this vaccine.
His dad, Mike, survived cancer multiple times and suffers with diabetes. So after being among the first to get the vaccine at Metro Health, Henderson went for a socially distanced visit with the man he calls his hero. The two face-to-face for the first time in months.
How you feel? I feel good. So when the test comes and it's your time, take it, but I feel good.
An extra dose of wisdom on a day of special surprises. For CBS This Morning Saturday, Errol Barnett, Cleveland.